That wraps up Unit 3 on experiments and surveys, and I want to take a quick look at where we're headed for the rest of the course. So both experiments and sample surveys use randomization to get unbiased data, but they do so in different ways and for different purposes. So in Chapter 16, we're going to look at estimating population parameters using sample surveys. So for example, we might be interested in the average amount a student spends at Western for textbooks. I have no idea what that is, but I know textbooks are kind of pricey, so maybe it's between $250 and $300. So somewhere in there is kind of where that true average is going to be, and that 250 to 300 is a ballpark idea. So that's what's known as a confidence interval, and that's what we'll look at in Chapter 16. And then in Chapter 17, we're going to work more with these experiments. So perhaps we have a hypothesis or we want to test the claim that this herbal remedy really helps people prevent the cold. And so we'll be able to analyze that hypothesis and the data from the experiment, and we'll see, do we have a statistically significant difference? And so, yeah, it appears like there's a strong possibility that remedy is actually helping prevent the cold, or do we just don't have any difference at all? And so we can't really make a statement other than there just doesn't seem to be a difference between these groups. So that's what we're going to look at in Chapter 17. All right, a couple quick housekeeping notes. Your guided notes should be done now, so you can upload those. You do have homework, and I believe it has two diagrams. You could just sketch those out. Paper and pencil, pen and paper is fine. However you want to do that, and then just upload those with your homework, and then the quiz as well. And then you do have a discussion board. So you might have already done this one, but if not, this is on bad surveys. So find and analyze a survey. It can be silly or serious. You need to find one unique for the rest of the class with at least 5 questions. And so the things you're going to talk about are what sampling strategy was used, who do you think is the intended population, talk about the voluntary response bias, and discuss whether you find each question to be biased or unbiased and why. Right, and then this puts you at the end of Unit 3. So once you've done that, you are ready for your next test.